Guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Kristen. Today is Flippin' Friday. This first one we're going to get into, this took me a couple weeks. Why? It doesn't look that bad, right? It smelled like it came from a horse barn. That's how bad it was. Like, I didn't realize it. And sometimes when I go to yard sales, I don't smell things like I normally would at a thrift store. It's weird, but let me know in the comments below if you smell things. When I opened this cabinet, I was like, oh my gosh, this has got to sit out. I sprayed it down, hosed it off. Like, I kind of already started sanding things, but like when we got like deep inside, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, it's got to air out. I've got to like spray it down. So the first thing I did was just take off all of the hardware. I, for the life of me, could not figure out how to get the door off, and honestly, it was fine being left on. So I started sanding this, and I knew it was not real wood to begin with. Like, I don't know why I thought that a miracle was coming upon me when I was sanding the top of this. I'm like, is this wood? Like, is the top real wood? And it looked gorgeous up until I started sanding that gorgeous wood off. And I'm like, nope, never mind. I don't know. I really wanted to stay in the top of this, but I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking. So I just sanded a lot. Like, there was some nasty stuff on this that I could not get cleaned off, and a good old sander did the trick and helped me out. So I kind of just started like scuff sanding just so I would be able to start painting. I'm using the color Savannah Mist. This is by Dixie Belle, and it is a gorgeous light blue, baby blue color. I think it is just, it's so pretty. I am also using a chalk paintbrush, and this worked. I don't know if I like bought bad ones. I don't love these, but it did make this go a lot smoother than just using a regular paintbrush to I don't have brush strokes like I normally would. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what the first coat looked like put on, because this did need two. And like I said, this did take me a couple days just to clean it up. Like, I think that was the worst part about this. And the painting actually only took a couple hours. Dixie Belle has mineral chalk paint, which is amazing. The coverage is awesome. It is on the pricey side, but if you want to redo some really nice furniture and have it for a long time, I highly recommend it. It also dries very, very fast. So I was able to finish the 2 coats of paint in just one day. This is what it looks like with 1 coat of paint, and this is completely dry. Another challenge I did have with this, so if you guys are like beginners on furniture, do something small. Like, I promise in the long run, like, you will thank me for starting with a smaller piece of furniture. This one wasn't as big, but I kept scuffing up the door and the paint kept coming off. So I had to touch up the door, I want to say 3 different times, but you can already tell it only needs 2 coats of paint once that second layer was put on there. I also wanted to make this just a little bit different, and you guys, if you're not new to my channel, you know that I love rub-on transfers, and that's actually what Dixie Belle sells these for. I think is more for furniture rub-on transfers. I like to use it for decor. You can use it for whatever you choose. I really like these little magnolia flowers. I thought they were very pretty, so I'm just putting one right on the front of the door, and this just went on smooth. It went on perfect. I mean, you do always kind of have to kind of rub a little bit more than what you want. Like, don't just rip that whole top piece off, because sometimes there's just a tiny piece that did not rub onto your furniture piece or your decor piece. So just take that top layer off really slowly, just in case you need to set it back down and smooth things out again. But like I said, this one went on pretty nice. I smoothed out the top. I didn't really want it along the edges, but you know what? I was okay with it. It didn't look bad. And the last thing is you want to add your hardware. Now, I did not show myself sealing this. I 100% sealed this because I was tired of it chipping and the paint coming off. I just use a spray polyacrylic or a spray gloss by Rust-Oleum, and it seals everything perfectly. And I will link those in the description box for you guys if you want to see exactly what I use. But I think the spray, it doesn't leave those streaky lines, and I think it looks great. The last thing I did was just add some scrapbook paper. I think this is actually wallpaper. This is from Dollar Tree, and I only added it along the back, or not the back, the bottom side. But anyways, this is what it looked like before, and it really did look like this. Like, I don't know, I always find something. And this is what it looks like after. I think that is a great thrift yard sale makeover. Into a fun, quick thrift makeover. I love anything quick, and I've gotten so many hate comments on this, I guess, about me just trying to fly through crafts and decor. Honestly, if I want new decor in my house today, I want something that I can get done today, unless, of course, it is furniture pieces. This is another rub-on transfer set from Dixie Belle. I have bought 3 of these. I've used them so many times in the past, and you're going to see in the next few videos, especially Flippin' Fridays, that I will be using these. I got this little milk canister from Goodwill, $1.49, and I tried my hardest to get that farmhouse Christmas off. I just ended up flipping this around. I used everything I could possibly think of under the sun to get that off, and it was just smearing it, and I did not want to paint this. I wanted it to be that galvanized color, and I loved this little organic chicken farm. I think this one's so cute. I have other decor pieces like this, but this one kind of went on pretty smooth, and I just kind of rub it down just to make sure. I didn't want this to be anything crazy. I didn't want to add ribbon, twine, nothing like that. I just wanted it to be kind of simple, and I am obsessed with it. For this one, I grabbed these vase fillers. These were from Goodwill. They were 5 boxes for like $1.49, super cheap, and just this really large wreath form. This is from Dollar Tree, and I had no rhyme or reason of how I was doing this. I just grabbed my glue gun and started sticking these vase fillers to the wreath. I thought this looked fun. I thought it looked like nautical, kind of boho. I'm not really sure what it looks like. Maybe if you lived on a lake, this would be really cool. It kind of looks like driftwood. We find like a lot of driftwood and stuff on the Great Lakes. So that's what it reminded me of. So when I go to Lake Michigan or Lake Superior or wherever I choose to go, there's always driftwood all over, I swear. But yeah, so I'm just gluing as many of these down as I can. I wanted to cover the entire wreath form. So that did take some time. I think I watched an entire movie. It's usually how I can tell how long crafts takes. I'm like, I watched a whole movie, so about 1 hour and 40 minutes this took. But they haven't fallen off yet. I grabbed this bow from Hobby Lobby on clearance. Ended up using this one because I wrecked the other bow. The other bow would have looked so much better on this, but I kind of wanted to still give that farmhouse vibe with this, since we do live in the country and just lake themes are not us. But if you can find that vase filler, 5 boxes for $1.49. It was regular $10 a box at Target originally. This next one, this little basket only cost 50 cents. I'm also using this sign from Dollar General, cutting the top off and just gluing it to this side of the box. Is it a box? Is it a basket? We'll never know, but I feel like flowers were in this at one point in time from somebody. But for 50 cents, for $1.50 for this, I think it's awesome. I just threw in some greenery here, and that was a quick 2-minute project. This next one, I picked this sign up for $2 at a yard sale, and of course I had to sand it down, and I normally do this just to get a lot of the words off because it can be a pain to paint over this. So the more you sand, the easier and quicker it is to cover up what you don't want. I like the color Sage. This is by Waverly Chalk Paint. I got a big bottle of it. I thought I would like it more, but I don't love it, but it is a really, really pretty gray. So, I mean, I like it, but I don't love it. Or it's just a really good gray color. So if you love gray, this is it. I think this is a great color. So why am I just love rambling, I guess. So once that was done, I grabbed some items from Goodwill. I want to say the little chalkboard one was 50 cents and the male one was $1.49, and I thought these would look great together. I tried cleaning that galvanized chalkboard one so many times, and it just kind of has some watermarks on it. I'm not sure, they won't come off. But this male I thought was super cute, and I thought it'd be like a really fun like little command station. You could add whatever you choose into the other little chalkboard bucket, but I just thought like adding flowers or something to this would also be super cute. I love Chalkatours, so I thought this transfer would look great. It says, oh, hello there, and I'm just using my velvet color chalk paste. Of course, like I use so many white and so many black chalk paste, it is crazy. I probably go through at least 3 to 4 a year, and that is because I just use them so often. But yeah, so I thought this would be a really cute command station to like hang in the kitchen or off of the kitchen. I don't know, I don't really get a lot of mail, but I think this would be cute for somebody. So, hello is what I was going to say. Hello there. I just used a ton of hot glue to glue this one. The other one had a spot for nails or screws. I just screwed some tiny little screws in to hold that mail basket up. And of course, it looks super plain, so I had to add just one more thing, of course. This silkscreen transfer is from Michaels. It came in a pack. They were on mega clearance. I think they were like a closeout sale. This is by Folk Art, I want to say. I don't think they carry them at Michaels anymore, but they are some really great silkscreen transfers. I've had them for a couple years, and they are still going good. Added some flowers to this. I think this is so cute. You guys, that is it for the video. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you are new to my channel, I would love if you consider sticking around and subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!